spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win. it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Set. 180. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check, 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 check.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Dixon.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Dixon complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Dixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Set. 180. Let's go one more. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield completes it to Dixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I can't run. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
We're pretty quiet. Regular. Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34. Mike. Smooth. Stay with your man.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready? 10-2 start.
Mike's 59.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check, 59.
Throwing on first down. Hoover. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
First down, Steelers.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 43.
Come on. You better bring it.
Get.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett gets his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Dixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. You ain't got nothing.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dixon running from the shotgun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Check in. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Dixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Target. Watch out. Alert. Wide. Get wide.
On second down, it's Dixon, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Point it right. Mike 34.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Got it. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Hoover. This complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike 8.
Throwing again. Hoover. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hoover. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Hoover. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Steelers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey. Man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, Foxtrot.
59's Mike. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Coming after you.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Baby, let's go.
Bucky Hodges. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 34. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Dixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on 1st down. Dixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What we got?
Mayfield down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 34.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
And again, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoover. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Hoover. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 35.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun, Hoover. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
180. Alert, 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 alert. Keep it up, guys. Mike 34,
Mayfield on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
King.
Stop, baby. That's baby stop.
Spies.
Now Mayfield.
He can't make.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
34 is the mic. 34. King. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Miles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cleveland Farrell in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
It's second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Hoover. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hoover. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
180!
Mike, 34! They can't hang with us!
On first down, it's Dixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Time to go, night. Hey, alert 33.
34's the mic. 34's the mic.
Here we go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Check him. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, check. Hey, zoom. Big time, good.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Pistol.
34's the mic.
Real.
Go. Mike 34.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check the hot read.
22 jet bomber. Point it right. Hey, check.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Dixon, complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Alpha.
50's the mic. I'm coming.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
43 is the mic. Go. No chance. 43.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
94 is the mic. Hurry. 3 buzz. 94 is the mic.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 34. Scoop. Smooth. Hey. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check. Run. Switch up.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that will be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Hoover. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Let's go, boys.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Banjo.
Operating from the gun. Hoover looking downfield for Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Right back to Dixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down. Dixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. On second down now, it's Dixon, and he's got this down to the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Alert, 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 alert.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The toss running left. Dixon, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
43. Check, 43.
Yeah, that's what I do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Here we go. Deuce.
Running right, Jones.
Go, run.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check. 43 is the mic. Go, Jackrabbit. Go.
To throw on second down, Hoover. This is the tight end Fant. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cleveland Farrell. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Back to throw. Hoover. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. My game. You run.
Yep.
I got him. That's me. Mike 8. Mike. Right here.
From the gun on third down. Hoover. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Hoover. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Regular. Hey, check right.
Here's Mayfield. Completes it to Dixon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
34 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, Echo.
34. Scoot.
I got him.
34.
I got him.
Mayfield.
Check in.
Here we go.
And he's got Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Five.
34. Mike 34. Scoot. In your face.
Mayfield to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Point it right. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey! 94 is the mark.
Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be second and goal.
It's second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Real. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the slant. Hurry.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with second and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
All day, baby, all day.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Cleveland, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
STR.